Valentine's Day is definitely going to be a little different this year for our kids, but that doesn't mean we still can't fill it with loads of love. Author, blogger, and TV radio columnist Jaime Damak is a passionate go getter who has been in the industry for over 10 years. Her mission? Help women and moms find their recipe for happiness. She loves sharing her findings and tips on many subjects related to our everyday lives, including parenting, travel, and different lifestyle topics. And today she is joining me to share some ways you can make Valentine's 2021 memorable for your family. Welcome to the show, Jamie. Jamie.
Hi, Candice.
So let's talk about Valentine's 2021. It's a different year. It feels so strange. And so many of our normal things we're not going to be able to do.
Right? Yeah, because we're home with the kids. And I thought that I could maybe share some ideas of how we can keep our kids occupied for Valentine's Day because it's on a weekend this year. And something that's really near and dear to my heart is the fact that we're missing our loved ones. Our family, our friends. I think of all the grandparents who are missing their kids and grandkids and vice versa. So an idea I think that we all should do on this Valentine's Day is get creating and making some cards that we can send to them in the mail. And I'm sure they'll be so happy to open up that mailbox and find a little card with a little note from the grandkids. And if we don't really know where to start, HP has a wonderful website called HP Printables, and you'll find a collection of cards and crafts for all occasions. So there's actually a section for Valentine's Day, and I used my HP Envy to print out a few cards that we can use, but they also have craft and different ideas. And I found this wrapper to actually wrap a few gifts, and it's themed for Valentine's Day. So maybe if you're looking to wrap a little treat for the kiddos or something, and I know it's hard to find items in the stores, so you can actually do your own wrapping paper.
Yeah, and a lot of people, it's not even just finding things in the stores. You just don't want to necessarily go to the stores right now, right?
Yep.
And you got me in the feels a little bit when we were talking about, dropping off something for the grandparents, because we're all missing those special people in our lives, and how sweet to just have something even if you're not mailing it through the mail, just go drop it off in the
Yes.
mailbox, right?
Yes, I say mail for maybe those who live far away, but if you're in the same neighborhood or same town, like doing a little road trip, heading off and just delivering it on their doorstep, kids are going to be excited.
Well, I know you love everything to do with being in the kitchen. So what do you have for us for that?
Candice, I have the recipe for this Valentine's Day: hot chocolate truffle balls. And this is great because it's going to also get the kids in the kitchen with you. So all you need is three ingredients. You need a half a cup of heavy cream, a cup of chocolate, and some cocoa powder. So what you do is you heat your cream, and then once it's heated, you add your chocolate, you let it set for 3-4 minutes, then you whisk it all together. You put it in an air tight container and you put it in the fridge for about 6 hours. And once all you do is you take a spoon and you carve out balls, and that's where you're going to get messy because it's chocolate. So you make the balls of chocolate, you roll it in the cocoa powder, and voila, you have cocoa truffle balls. And then what you do is you heat up your milk, your water, whatever beverage you want, and then you just use one at a time to see, because I'm someone who doesn't like it too sweet. My kids love their sweet, so I might just use one truffle ball for my hot chocolate. My kids might use 2 or 3, and then you can have a nice afternoon together and you have this easy, delicious recipe. Three
And
ingredients.
I was gonna say, I love that you have everything in the house. We're seeing these really complicated bombs, but
Right?
I don't want to go out and invest in all that.
So this is easy. You have everything at home to do this.
Okay, excellent. And so tell us about a family ritual you have with your kids.
So we've done this for years, and I have teenagers now. So it's very simple. What we do is every Valentine's Day, we take a moment where we cut out some little pieces of paper or we make hearts, and for each person in our family, we write 3 qualities, 3 things we love about them. And then we go around drinking our hot chocolate, and we each take a turn sharing for each person how they mean to us. And it's just such a beautiful moment. And when they were little, what we did is we would actually have them, we would each take a child and we would write it down for them so that they would get into the feel of the ritual. And then once they got old enough, they could do it themselves. And it's just such a nice keepsake. And it's a moment where I find where we get back to basics. It's such a commercial, like there's so many holidays that are so commercial. This little activity brings it back to the basics.
Yeah, I really love that everything you've sort of talked about today is really about, it's not commercial. It's about creating those connections with other people. And that's ultimately what the Valentine's Day should be
Right.
about.
Love, friendship, family. So that's why I say let's make cards. Let's have time together. Keeping it simple, keeping it real,
Yeah, so, this Valentine's Day might be, one of the best ones ever, really, because
right?
it is going to be all about that connection we have with our families. But quickly, do you have any tips for anybody if Valentine's Day doesn't go as expected?
You know what? It's just a day. So if your kids wake up cranky, if you're not feeling well, if you burn your meal, you know what? Just do a do over. Have it in 2 days. That happened to me one year. My kids were in a terrible mood. I said, you know what? Valentine's Day is not today. It's going to be in 2 days. And we did a do over and it was great. So I think that we put so much pressure on ourselves, parents. Let's take it off. And you do it when it's right for you.
I love that. Jamie, thank you so much for joining me. This was great. We'll have you back again soon.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.